Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we are going to install one of these rubber gaskets that I bought off of Amazon in a Zippo insert to replace the thick felt pad on the bottom of the insert. I have seen similar videos. I know ZF77 Outdoors has made a video for at least one brand of rubber gasket for the bottom of a Zippo. I'm not sure if this is the same one. I think there's more than one available on the market. So we'll go ahead and pull this flint spring screw along with the spring that is attached to it and the very small flint that remained in that lighter. Pull our felt pad off the bottom. Shouldn't take too much effort to pry that up and off. And I don't know if this particular insert doesn't appear as though it has had the wick rerouted in it from the Zippo factory that usually ends up crammed up in there to the top. So there we can see the wick. We'll go ahead and, well, no more effort than it's going to take. We'll go ahead and pull all that wadding out and do this a little more methodically. So we've got our wick, which is cinched, so I can't quite see it. Let's get it pulled up here to the proper level. Not cleaning that up or anything. I just want it to be where it needs to be. So now we'll put our first piece of wadding down in there. And interweave that with the wadding in an S-type shape, keeping the wick right down here at the bottom of our fuel tank in this Zippo insert. So there you can see the wick. So everything's packed in there. If anything, that should work a little better, being dispersed more evenly throughout the tank. Now we will place this rubber gasket. You might want to put the other, I guess both ends of it have, no, maybe this end doesn't have a crimp. It'd be a little bit harder to fit in around that fuel, or not fuel hole, but the flint tube where that is threaded. So now we got that fitted right down on there nice and neat. I'm going to grab a flint and we'll get everything reinstalled in there. Still working from this tube of flint that our friend Robert Hollingsworth sent us from an eBay seller. You can find the link to those in the article on dependableflame.com about flints. So we have new flint installed, flint spring and screw back down. Get that started and then we'll groove it. Make sure everything's going in the right direction. So there we have it, tightened all the way down. Good spark. Let's get our wick into the middle of the chimney where we like it. Kind of bloom that top out. All right, maybe scoot it back just a little. Now let's just see how this little plastic hinge door works. Not too bad, pops right open. Seems to close nicely. Now let's see if we have a tendency to overfill this while trying to fuel it through that small hole. Okay, that's about 10 seconds. And we do have plenty of fuel that has kind of gotten all over the rubber here, but it's not like it was running out all over the place. I haven't spilt any down onto the work surface. My one real concern about this, I do think it will help a little bit with fuel evaporation, although you're still going to evaporate fuel through your wick hole. But as our friend Giovanni Abazia brought up, I don't know, it might have been a couple of years ago now, I think that there is the possibility that this is going to alter the dynamics at work as far as the fuel being brought up to the top of the wick. Giovanni didn't believe in the capillary effect, which I do. But I do believe that closing that off down on the bottom, and especially with it being so open on the top, could still create some vapor-like effects that we might not otherwise experience. Either way, like I said, it all fits up nicely. It was easy enough to install, easy enough to fuel through it. And still fits in the case perfectly. Lights right up. Today is Monday. I believe the date is August 28th when I am recording this. So we'll just see. I'll carry this around as my EDC here for the time being, and we'll just see how it functions. If we get less evaporation by using this rubber gasket, they're very inexpensive. I'll put a link there on the website. And it was just, it was under $6 for 5 of them. Come sealed in a little pouch. So we got 4 more there we can experiment with. Perhaps I'll give a couple away on the next live stream. If somebody wants to put one to use, try them out. But we'll definitely see how it goes over the long run. But for now, so far so good. It definitely hasn't hurt the function of the lighter after just fueling it. Until next time.